From the high ridges of the Virginias to the heart of downtown Prestonsburg, Slone Media brings local businesses to life in 4K. Your story, amplified. Every hollow has a secret. Every mountain has a memory. We don't just film history, we preserve it. Slone Media, authenticity in every frame. We honor our past and grow our future. Cinematic drone coverage, AI-enhanced storytelling, broadcast-ready production. We are Slone Media.
Slone and Stacia Underwood.
The Gatherings.
True crime meets the paranormal.
You know, if paranormal's definition is things that are strange, Stacia's sitting right beside of it's not.
Paranormal. That's great. That's great.
Yeah. I had to open it that way. All right.
He keeps scooting over, so.
But yeah, because I'm switching places with you. I want you to have the bigger spotlight. There we go.
There you go. Now I can see.
Now everybody can see him.
Now I can get out of the way.
Yeah. So, hello to everybody in the chat tonight. We'll throw out a few haze here in a few minutes, but thanks for being a part of this, and joining us tonight. My thoughts are scattered all over the place. It's just been one of those days. It's been one of those weeks. Good news is scripting has begun for episode 6 and all that good stuff. And coming up Thursday, not Thursday, Sunday, road trip, scouting locations to film the first of the real Appalachian stories, which is the unsolved life of Mamie Thurman. Now, everybody, why are you calling it the unsolved life? Everybody knows how she died. We want to talk about how she lived. We want to show how she lived. And there's 1,000, well, not 1,000. There's a few things on YouTube. When you type in Mamie Thurman or 22 Mine Road, you find a few things on there about her. And I'm not saying they're not quality, they're good stuff, but it's all the same. I mean, I've got questions that I'd like answered. And some of those questions include, why was the manner of death so violent? I think I know I have a theory as to that, but we also want to explore her life, why she made the decisions that she made that led her to getting. Oh, the shadow.
It's back,
Yeah,
and
it's there every time we do this.
it's not been there. It's not
It
been
does
there
not
all night.
surprise. It does not surprise me.
It has not been there all night. And I mean, I just spoke to Candace earlier, and we actually was looking for it, and I had the same lighting. I've not turned anything different, nothing.
Well, you live in a haunted house, so I mean,
Yeah. I
that's
mean,
kind
we've
of,
had some activity tonight too. It's been crazy.
if you don't want to hear race cars, don't go in a garage,
I love
because I
garages.
mean, that really is kind of par for the course.
Right.
And I was going to say, my question is, was it that way before you all moved in? I kind of doubt it.
Nobody been in here for years.
Yeah, because the last people that owned it moved out
It's
some years
family.
before. Yeah, and didn't they move out some years before
Mm-hmm.
you guys bought it?
Yep.
That's what my thought was. I mean, that's what I thought. So, yeah, a lot of plans and a lot of things that are good things we think are coming, including some, the things that we need to do what we really want to do with.
Gilda's been moving tonight.
And speaking of which, she is the subject of the next darkest story.
She moved, and then I saw Iris move. She moved her arm earlier today when I came through with laundry. So everybody keep their eye on them for me tonight. I don't know if you can see them for Lloyd, but
oh yeah, you can see them.
I heard Norman sitting up there.
Even where she was, or even where Lloyd's sitting, you can still see them fine.
I mean, I can move away from them.
Yeah, I was going to say, I kind of thought that would be an option for
Please
you.
don't.
So, and today's thought of the day: why is it that you park on a driveway and drive on a parkway?
True.
So, and a big thanks to everybody, to a lot of people on YouTube that have been watching or have seen the anthology, which is all the first 5 stories of the Haunted Dolls, the darkest stories. I've not looked today or yesterday, but the day before, there have been a lot of people watching it going, and apparently we've got 1 or 2 out there that are, kind of trying to mimic it now. Have you noticed that? Stace? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's 1 or 2. So, but let them. I mean, flattery and all that stuff, I guess. So, anyways, tonight is kind of light on the true crime. I can go back in and rehash the thing with Mickey Steins and all that, but the biggest new development in that has to do with his daughter being upset over all the rumors and all that stuff, and I get that. I do. I completely get that. So I'm not. The thing is that when the trial comes about, it's one of those things that I think a lot more is going to come out than normally does in those situations, and there's going to be a lot of back and forth. Well, I did it because of this and this and this, and then there's going to be the trying to. God, the truth sometimes can be so damn hard to get to. It really can be. Okay, whatever. I love it when the phone goes off just for no reason. And none of those things ever happens until we do this part of it. So, with that being said, Sunday is the day that we will go and look at where it is that we're going to be shooting, which is about an hour and a half trip from here. I mean, it's not horrible at all. But that's the day my youngin is free, and she has been to the site. She has stood on the site, or real close to the site where Mamie was found in 1932, June 22nd. And she's had some experiences herself up there. Her and some friends of hers in high school had gone up there to just kind of hang out, which is code for drink, I'm pretty sure. What the hell can I say to her?
I wasn't going to say anything.
Never did that.
Never.
I was a good boy.
Never did any Mad Dog 2020.
Never.
Or Jim Daniels. I told her that once. She said, "Don't you mean Jack Daniels?" I said, "Well, you've known him as long as I have. You can call him whatever the hell you want." So, but yeah, it's but anyway, she was up there in a new Jeep Grand Cherokee, and the damn thing just quit. Of course, I could go back to what Lloyd said: Jeep just empty every pocket. But but this thing was new, and it just would not start all night. And then the next morning, when the sun came up, bam, started off the bat, and they got out of there like with haste. And she said she never saw nothing. She said, "But Dad," she said, "I swear," she said, "it's just like somebody sitting right there watching us." And I said, "Well, doesn't surprise me." But and I mean that's just one of countless stories that are up there. You did that on purpose, didn't you? Mm-hmm.
What?
Nothing.
You're cool.
I tried to keep his eye on that one back there.
I really didn't. Now, for the rest of the night, he's going to be like a dog pissing razor blades.
Well, it's been active, so I've already pre-warned him.
Well, yeah. What did you say happened earlier?
I've had this one's moved,
and
then little Iris up there moved.
The Iris.
So
it's what
no
they
big deal. No big deal.
It's what they do. They move. But how's my girl doing, Reagan?
She's doing good.
Ah, there she is. In her pretty little white dress. That story still kind of creeps me out.
She's a sweetheart. She's a good little girl.
Well, one of the things that kind of really throw me is the fact that after all this time, I'm still thrown at all by them. But when I hear you do the story, the voice of the story, it just kind of, I'm like, I had no idea. And some of the things I've already learned about Gilda is, I was like, wow, really? I mean, again, each one of them are different, but each one of them have the same thing in common. It's heartbreaking, but it's a bit on this. It is spooky. They are.
It is.
Everyone from
kills you to the bone whenever you're by yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean, and me used to them as I am, it still chills you to the
I think
bone.
we need to do a thing where we do like this challenge, so to speak, and it don't involve Tide Pods or anything like that. But what it involves is let's get 5 or 6 of the worst ones, the ones that are the most active, and lock them in a room with Lloyd for a night.
I think that's great.
Are you on crack?
That not yet, but
I think that's a great idea.
And we can just
We'll just throw the video camera on him and go.
Yeah, I was going to say he can come out of there a changed man. You'll come out of there changed.
You have to change my drawers.
I got no doubt about it. But I mean, you're super brave. You can handle it. I actually had that the other night. I did the other night watching, what is it, Fear Factor or whatever it is, about the people that spend nights in these haunted places and rooms alone.
I'd do it.
Well, I know you'd do it. You'd get a kick out of it. Lloyd, not so much. So
Tracy says she loves that idea.
So with
Me too.
I don't foresee that happening anytime in the near future.
Maybe we can talk him into it.
Yeah, I don't know that
I do have a
there's
couch
enough
behind
money.
me. He could sleep on this couch right here behind me.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Would you do it?
No, he won't.
I
Maybe
said,
hold a lottery and let one of the Patreon people come up and do it and see what they think of it. I mean, Candace said she'd love to. Is that NZ back there in the background?
Hey, Benzo.
That's my buddy.
Sure.
He's my pooch. He's just all stretched out. I need to come over and give him some pets. He's my little buddy back there. Yeah. Ain't much bothers him.
What you doing, little man?
He's just going on.
And
Give us an
Choco's
update on.
oh, man, I'm thinking,
Oh, yep. See, look, he wants belly rubs. He likes his belly rubs. Oh, there's Choco. Boy, they just take up the whole couch, don't they?
They do.
They don't give any room for
especially this little teeny tiny baby right here.
Mm-hmm.
100 pound and little 35 pound babies.
Yep. Well, there's just enough room for Peanut to get in there if she wanted to. So
yeah, she could.
Okay.
She's in there on the couch in a quilt.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
She's comfortable. That's what matters. Okay, so tonight, if I figure that if you want to run the SBS, because like I said, you know, I really didn't do a lot of research today because I've been kind of busy with other things. But I do know that there was a guy in Oxford that I think it was 20 years he got sentenced to for manslaughter charges in an event that happened last year. Gun went off and killed a guy over there. Well, it went off, all right. You know, it went off because he pulled the trigger. But anyways, I think that he got sentenced to 20 years a few days ago, and I was like, wow. So, and you know, somebody on one of the social media pages had made comment about Amber. You know, my fingers are crossed that justice right there is coming too. So, maybe Kayla would come over and do it. Because Kayla is just okay. I'll do it. So she just like
Bigfoot's been spotted in South Carolina.
Do what?
She said Bigfoot's been spotted in South Carolina.
Bigfoot in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like I said, just because I can't explain it doesn't mean it don't exist. I have never seen such a thing, but I've heard things that made me wonder. And I heard one in the North Georgia mountains one night, or I heard tree knocking. I know that. And I heard we've seen something. Trevor and I both saw something at a distance that looked like two glowing eyes watching us because we were sitting outside of one of them cabins at, God, I guess it had to have been 2:00 in the morning. And, you know, I live pretty close up to a mountainside, kind of close. And when I saw that, or when I heard what I heard, which was something on 2 feet walking in the middle of the night, you know, because you can tell if it's a squirrel because they scamper and scurry, or a deer, you know, there's 4 legs there. But this thing, whatever it was massive. And it was just kind of like, and I called you on it that night. I said, I just saw or heard something up there. And I mean, it was just, boom. I mean, when it you could hear it breathing, but yet I didn't see anything. I just heard it. And it was not that far off. But my dad used to say, look, if, you know, he said, no need to go looking for it in these mountains. If you want to find something, it'll find you.
Right.
So I don't go looking for it.
Mm-mm.
So with that being said, if you want to go ahead and start up the box and do that thing that you do so well, feel free
Got
to
the
go
spirit
ahead.
box up and running.
There's
Everything's
a shadow
been going pretty good.
there. And it doesn't seem to be moving. It never
What
does.
is it?
That shadow back there.
I know. I can't figure out what it is. I mean, we've tried to debunk it and, you know, to see exactly what's causing it. But I don't have anything with a lampshade on it. I don't have any kind of lights up that has any type of a shade on them. Just my 3 lights up there, but they're off.
I have no earthly idea.
So I don't have any idea either. I truly don't.
Earth Angel.
So they do exist.
Everybody let me know if you can hear this clear. I've got a speaker running over here. You heard Kim? Yes, you did. Dean. That doll just leaned over.
Shut up.
The one in the yellow dress or the one in the blue overalls? It does kind of look like it's over you. It's in that cabinet against the wall over there. That's what I told you about. I knew it. I'm going to have to keep a watch. There's no sense of pouting. She's moving back there in the yellow dress. Did anybody else see her? I didn't see her, though. But you might as well get over it, Lloyd. You guys holler for Lloyd again, too.
Come on, for real. This is crazy.
They love you.
I wish you could hold Chris's hand through the computer.
Chris could come in and hold my hand in person. Yes.
I'm not holding your hand.
Both of them.
Great.
Something about my love.
I told you they love him.
That's what it is. She's confessing her love for you. Tony, Tom. The last few days. Me too, Sharon. Spirit boxes are open if anybody wants to come through, or if you can make any of these dolls move back here for us. No, if you've made the doll in the yellow dress move, what's your name? Yeah. What's your name? To the person that made the doll move. Karen? Karen, is that your name?
Hi, Karen.
Does anybody want to come through for anybody that's here in our chat room? As always, we love to hear from you. Chris, did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to say to Chris? Naked. Brick said she heard Trevor's guitar. Trevor, you know it's always open for you. You got to play us some guitar music, though. I keep zooming in on Iris. And the other doll beside her, it looks like their mouth is meant. Oh my gosh. Don't read that last comment.
Too late. He already did.
If you're moving the dolls, can you move Iris or move the doll in the red dress? Red, yes. Can you move any of those dolls back here that we can see? I sit here. See? I can't see anything for your head though. Thank you. Can you see it in the screen? Can you see it there in the screen? I mean, you can watch it that way if you want to watch it. You may not want to watch it. You may want to just keep doing what you're doing and not look. Does anybody else want to come through for me? We'd love to hear from you. Look over the dog snoring. Bob. What is that? I'm naked. Hey, Dad. Did it sound like it said Stacy?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say my name? Trevor Brook has a memorial set up for you in her shrubs.
The state senator.
Yeah, but she had to say that on our investigations for sure. All of my old EVPs and things that I go through my recorders has got Tina on it, every one of them. Anything coming through for me tonight? Say something that we would recognize. So she might push whatever is next to her off behind the. I told you that's where all the dolls end up in the floor. She moved again. If you can hear me, Tina, you know how to come through these spirit boxes and things that we have set up. Can you come through and say your name for me? The doll above Lloyd is moving. Well, I'm move the doll for me if you're able to do it for me. Whatever spirit is in here. Her arm moved. It said her arms are moving. You'll be all right. Are you attached to that doll? Hey, can you tell me your name? Tina, if you can use your voice and come through for me, we'd love to hear from you. That's Madonna. Hey, baby. We had some moving out of the dolls tonight, Madonna. Everybody's kind of seeing them moving around back there. The yellow one, yellow dress one here, and the red dress one moved earlier. I'm thinking about moving them out. Mm-hmm. I hear you. Iris, can you move yourself for me? If there is no spirit attached to this doll, can you move yourself for me? see it again. I didn't see it, and I'm looking right at. I'm watching her. Hey Lloyd said, "Hey Lloyd."
No.
Can you move the doll for me so I can see it? They said the doll's moving. A male voice just said that. I can't see it for nothing. Come on, let's get back and watch her, guys. If there's anybody in the room that can move Iris for me, or if you can move yourself, can you move? Just keep turned around. Just stay turned around. Did you see anything, Chris?
I've not seen anything.
Boy, I did. Kayla, I see. I did see Kayla. I did see it. Well, I tell you what, I almost whipped out my skin on that one. Lynn. Take your head off her, Scooter. I can't see her when you move over. I can't see it. When I see something, I don't pay any attention to it. I'm just used to doing that.
Oh, I had my head buried in the phone.
I turned around.
Sending the address to this show to people who were, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? So, yeah.
Got more than 8.
And Judy, can you come through for Candace? Yeah. What would you like for me to say to her? She can hear you. Does it say hey, Candy?
So those under the painter. Whether it was that.
She moved again.
Come on.
I didn't have to see it, but Candace did. The temperature in here in this room, it gets so cold that I'm telling you, I'm freezing right
I
now.
am freezing too.
This whole area in through here, right around us, it's ice cold in here tonight. Judy, do you have a message for Candace? Somebody said, I don't like him. The male said, I don't like him. Good talk. Does anybody want to come through for Candace? Oh, goodness. There goes our music. Who's playing the music in here? Who's keeping us entertained? I am. It said, I am. Ooh, singing for me too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Emojis don't work in the chat room.
Yeah,
We found that out before.
my emotions don't either.
Your emotions for sure. You better go get a diaper. If you saw what I did, I told you earlier it was going to be crazy in here, and I warned you. Chris heard me. Does anybody else want to come through for anybody that's in our chat room with us? Anytime, Madonna, honey, anytime. To the man that was singing to us, can you come back through? We'd love to hear from you. Can you tell me what your name is? Okay, thanks, Carla. I knew it was going to be, she's going to be, most of the time I really don't even watch her when I know I should be. But I was moving some stuff around tonight and cleaning up and sweeping and dusting and things and I saw some things. Sharon said she got your pull up. We can even put some Smurf stickers on it.
Smurf stickers. Holy
I remember
Christ.
collecting the stickers, buddy. I used to go over there at Hallmark store in the plaza and get the stickers. Care Bears and Hello Kitty.
Strawberry shortcake.
I love strawberry shortcake. I had a strawberry shortcake lunchbox.
I remember you having that.
I paid it everywhere I went. Oh, I loved it.
remember. Yeah, I remember you having it.
I had that, and I had a Holly Hobby one.
Mm-hmm. I remember those. But the strawberry shortcake when you had stands out. Yeah.
A-M. What are you spelling for me? A-M. To whoever's crying out in pain, I'm sorry. As I've explained before the show, I can't help with any type of pain. I can't help you with that. I'm sorry. You're beautiful.
What brought on the pain? I wonder.
You'd be surprised at some of the things that come through that are about pain and things. He just said guilt.
Guilt. Guilt over what? Why do you feel guilty? Did you hurt someone in this life?
I killed 5.
You killed 5. I'm not trying to be cruel, but you killed 5 people for no reason. Guilt is the last thing that you should be killing.
Trailer park.
Oh my God! I know that story that was around here. There was somebody. This was years ago. but it was in Berthoud County or Trailer Park. Killed 5 people and let 3 go. 1 mother, 2 daughters, but there was 5 people killed. I mean, that just came to my mind, smack right in the face.
And so he cut them.
Yeah, he did. It was all over the news.
There was death.
They were 5 people, not animal. They were 5 people. 2 or 3 of them were guys, and then you
He
had
just said he killed 5 people.
it was either 2 guys, 3 girls, or 3 guys, 2 girls, and 3 people total
was his
got away.
name?
It was a mother and 2 children that she managed to talk him into letting them go. But I remember that. I just cannot remember the names now.
People.
I don't know if that's the same person or not, but
Doesn't sound like you, Kiki.
I mean, for whatever reason, that just jumped out in my head.
Help me. I'm not telling you my name. He just said.
Well, you don't have to tell me your name. God knows it. So let me guess. You won't
But
go
I'm
in
here,
front
he
of
said.
God and be judged. Imagine.
He said, "Daddy's home." Hey. Help. Jared. Okay. Grape.
Huh.
I mean grape. Give a warning, I cannot.
Oh, wow.
Tell you what it says. Rita.
Carla sent me that. Oh, the doll's moving. Yeah.
God.
Right behind Lloyd.
She's reaching out for you, Lloyd, is all it is. And you just won't accept it.
Yay.
Lloyd, she's singing a Faith Hill song. There I'll be. Thank you, Carla.
Yeah, thanks. Is the murderer still there that's feeling guilty?
I heard it say yes. Uh-huh.
What's your name? It's like it's a Dave and somebody and something else.
Listen, whoever it is, if you're looking for sympathy, you can look in the dictionary.
You
Try
went the
between shit
wrong
and
place.
syphilis.
You might as well
It's right
switch stations.
It's right between shit and syphilis.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking for sympathy.
Yeah.
Killed 5 people. Come on. No, there's no sympathy here.
Take 2.
I will reserve that for the victims.
There's only one person that you can work that out with.
It's not us. Definitely not me.
Angelina. Angeline is a male voice.
I know a few people named Angelina. Well, 2, I think. 1 or 2. I always just call them Ange or Angie.
She was. She said this is. She was running. She was thirsty.
I will go back this week and look up that story again, but it was all over the news. But God, I can't. It was before I started managing the apartment stuff. And that was in 2012. So this has been a while back, but I do definitely because I remember at that time I was working at 95 and I remember doing news stories on it. I remember it shook up one of the cops up there so bad that I mean, I don't know that
Glasses are glary.
he may have got. I mean, it was so bad he may have gotten out of law enforcement. If I remember correctly, Candace, he died by self-inflicted wound. I think it was a gunshot wound, but I don't want to. I'm not really sure. So
Somebody just said he was mentally.
oh yeah, yeah. He was. He had issues. Yeah.
How did you pass?
I couldn't quite make that out. Could you, Lloyd?
What?
What that was just said?
Something for me. Like it didn't work for me.
Oh.
I thought it said Corey.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
But I can hear.
5 people. That was sick.
You just never know what's going to come through on any given night on here.
They died together.
Heard that too.
Mm-hmm.
Very something. Children.
In the event I'm talking about, one woman and her 2 kids got away. Well, she managed to talk
Sharon.
him into letting them go. But it was in a trailer park. And I'll be honest, I'm not even certain that the trailer park is still there now. I'm not sure. It was Secretary of Court.
Can someone tell me the person's name who killed the people in the trailer park? Michael? Does anybody else want to come through with anything that you want to say to anybody in our chat room? Can you come back through and sing for us?
Okay, I do stand corrected. Apparently, this was not a stabbing. It was gunshot. 5.
Mm-mm.
And, well, I'm not. Okay, and thanks to Sheila for that. Sheila Hackworth, you are an angel. Thank you so much. But
Stanley niece is the kid.
it was over. That sounded familiar, but it was over. Apparently, a husband who was enraged over the way his wife cooked breakfast. Hell, if I had somebody cook breakfast for me, I don't really give a damn what they make. I'm going to be grateful just for the fact that somebody cooked for me. So, I'm. You ever get a feeling when you hear something that there's a lot more to the story than what you're hearing?
More than sloppy, slimy eggs.
Yeah, I agree completely. A lot more than some sloppy fried eggs or something. I like my eggs kind of sloppy. I like over easy.
I like scrambled eggs.
Scrambled are good too.
I like a scrambled egg sandwich.
Yeah.
Little salt, little pepper,
Yeah. I got to stay away from the salt.
Stevie,
my doctor is
Carla.
my doctor is still very happy about my 1C and we're getting the blood pressure and the stuff under control. So
awesome.
But I've slowly started getting back into the gym to build these guns back up. Actually, it's just so I feel better. I ain't trying to. But yeah, thank you very much for thank you so much, Sheila. You are a sweetheart. I really appreciate that. Because it was I mean, it's one of those things, it's right on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't. Yeah. Thank you. So that helped me.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Tracy said it too, and then I missed another one. Yeah, can Nikki come through for us tonight?
Oh, fresh laid eggs. Lord have mercy. Lord, thank you, Candace. I love fresh laid eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Nikki, if you can come through for Lisa, she'd love to hear from you. Kids. The doll. Male voice keeps saying the doll. What doll are you talking about? Can you tell me?
Do you know, I've never really asked this, but how many, or do you know how many that you have in the collection?
Too many.
I knew he was
I've
gonna
never
say that.
counted.
It's over 100, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I still have half of them put up.
Yeah, you keep several of them up in the attic, don't you? Some of the ones that are darker.
You know what?
Mm.
I opened that attic today looking for a light kit for a fan.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's where they are.
Well, Stacia told me a while back that she got the darkest, the worst of the worst in the attic.
Right. I brought a few down for the
Well, you've
tour
got
I
a
did.
few, though, in the collection that have not been blessed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yay for me.
I'll be honest with you. How you keep them contained is. If you're just now checking this out on YouTube for the first time, feel free to give us a subscribe, so you'll never have to go looking for it. I mean, it's pretty easy to find on YouTube. It's youtube.com, then the /, and then the @ sign and Christine Media.
Can you tell us where Nancy Guthrie's body is? Can you tell us where they buried her? Where can we find her? Did it say burnt?
Oh, that's a burn.
Burned.
Oh, she went missing on what, February the 1st?
It's been a long time. Yeah.
She's gone. I'm beating my guess. My feeling, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
The older I get, the more I'm learning to listen to that first intuition I get, that first feeling.
Right.
Well, I learned it from you. You're the one that told me to do that.
Is our music man coming back through?
I keep getting desert. Was she from a desert area or close to a desert area? Okay, because I'm seeing she's buried in a desert. They're not going to find her. She's buried in a desert. Now, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but again, that's just my first feeling. I keep seeing cactuses or cacti. You're right, Candace. I think you're right. They'll never find her. FBA is doing the DNA. Okay. Hello, Madonna.
Madonna, my Madonna.
Jeez, she's the Madonna.
She is my material girl.
Why is it I knew you were going to go there? I just knew it. we're such 80s kids.
We are kids of the 80s, and I am proud of it.
I'm happy. Thank God for Gen. Yeah, I'm glad to
Life
be
was
Gen
good.
X.
We grew up in the best of times, best music, the best
Best movies, best music.
best cars.
Oh yeah, yeah, some kick-ass cars.
Well, I like them from the 60s mostly, but we grew up with everything was in, we were 16, 15, whatever. All the cars were cool. It didn't matter.
Pretty much. I mean, we had clunkers, but
$50,000 on one. You could spend $2,000 on something and fix it up.
yeah,
It's a shame.
or
It's
you
not
had the
so like
ability to do that then.
yeah.
My dad literally built one for me. I mean, it was, and when I got it, it was a piece of crap. But when he got done with it, it looked good and it ran good.
You're not sharing.
Not sharing.
He said, "Come on, Lloyd."
Lloyd don't want nothing to do with him. I'm kind of certain of that. Do you ever have weird dreams about those that we've lost along the way? I've been having them the last few nights about April. Well, not consecutive nights, but
Yeah.
I'd say over the last couple of weeks, I've had 3 or 4 about her.
Usually that means they're trying to communicate with you.
Yeah, I guess so. I want to show something that I normally don't do, but
Put that OnlyFans up.
That's it. But I'd really like for everybody to see this. Sharon had done this. That is, I don't know if you guys can see it. Okay,
Bring it a
that
little
is
closer. There it goes.
April and I.
Wow.
And maybe that,
Pretty.
yeah, really incredible, isn't it? I mean, what she did there. But
is.
maybe that's some of what it is that I, because I see that quite often. And I absolutely love that picture. I texted her back and said, "That's my girl." Yep.
The cold one. This is Angel.
If anybody be an angel, it'd be her. It'd be April. Robin, definitely, I could see that.
Yeah.
April, yeah.
Oh, don't worry about it, Carla. He's been used to my stuff for many years now. He's had to go over so much footage and help me on so many different cases. It's not even funny.
Oh, Lloyd has seen things that most people couldn't handle.
Yeah. He said he has fair share of stuff.
Yep. But that's part of the package. He knows that. I mean, he knew that when he married Stacia.
Yep.
Candace said she had a sister-in-law that's passed. His name was Angel.
Angel, did you want to come through for Candace? That was the killer. Can we hear from Summer? Summer.
My little baby girl.
Can we hear from Summer? We'd love to hear from her. Tonight. Could you let her come through? I know it's like everybody crowds around. Could you let her come through and talk to us?
If you
He just said I crawled through the field. Hey,
You know much more about this Nancy person than I do. I mean, what's the theory on why she may have been killed? I mean, was it a money thing or was it? Okay, so it was a money thing. And who do you think was involved with this, Stace?
I think it has something to do with her family. I think
Her daughter, maybe?
I think it's got to be somebody that knows the family, somebody that's friends with them, that's planned all this out because it's just too perfect.
I'll have to do some more research on this. Huh?
Yeah, they just evidently her family dropped her off. She went to bed supposedly,
Yeah.
and that night they broke in and kidnapped her. Left with her, and they found blood droplets on their front porch there. They also narrowed it down to that there were two people on her front porch. That one video was showing a guy that shows him. It's also got somebody else standing there with him. They proved that as well.
So that much is known, but it's unknown who the two people were. Is that
And
right?
they're looking through everybody in the neighborhood security cameras, and they've caught a few things on there as well. There's a lot more that they haven't told.
Well, yeah, they're going to keep some things during the
They're keeping
investigation.
about the video footage. They're keeping a lot of that quiet.
You can't give away everything you've got.
Right. Nancy, can you come through for us? Tell us who did that to you, Nancy.
She was what, 80 something?
Mm-hmm.
85, so 84.
4 or 5, somewhere
Okay. All right.
What shoots her son? Something did it. Who was involved with what happened to Nancy?
Well, if it was over money, that would be one of the typical motives for murder. Greed is among the top.
Well, they they tried to get ransom money and everything, but they never
They tried to get what, huh?
ransom money and stuff like that, but they never came through with her, live feed of her to make their demands. They just said, send it or she'll, but. Yeah, you can. There's all kinds of stuff on YouTube. You can put it in there and put what happened to Nancy, or it'll come up. The first guy in the video, I mean, I'm telling you, I thought it was a woman for the longest time because when he came up and it first showed his face on that, his eyelashes are so thick and they look just like they've got mascara on them and stuff. And it's got really big feminine looking eyes and feminine cheeks, and just all this right here is really, really feminine looking. And also, he had packed the clothing that he has on. He packed it with stuff to make him look bigger than what he is. So,
yeah.
Who knows? I hate it. It's terrible. Terrible thing that's happened to her. It's terrible. And then not knowing where your mom's body is to be able to say goodbye, be able to have closure. Can't imagine. And the only way they could live with their self is, I think, if they had some kind of something to do with it,
Well,
She started back working now. She's back on their show.
what kind of show is she on?
Her daughter.
folks.
The Today Show.
I'm sorry.
Savannah Guthrie. That's her the Today Show.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen her once. So
Yeah, I didn't know who she was.
I really don't watch a lot of anything like that.
Yeah. I only watch it if it comes across YouTube. That's where I go for news and things.
Well, you can
Something to
get
do with road work.
social media, all kinds of stuff. So, but yeah, I get it.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming through on the spirit box for us tonight. Do you have anything else to say before we close down? He got caught.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I just can't wrap my head around it. I mean, look, I know everybody needs money to make it in this on this earth, but it's not worth killing somebody over.
Right. It's not.
Because you're damn sure not taking it with you. And what, you want to kill somebody so you can buy a house or you can buy a car or something? Maybe I just think differently, but
Wow.
I mean, if I can earn it, sure, why not? But I'm not going to kill somebody. No.
No. No, it's not worth your life for that.
Carlos, if you don't like the sheriff, he seems like he's holding a key that he won't share.
Good night, Stacia. Love you.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming through the spirit box for us. You know, we come back. Did you hear that? Yes. You know, we come back every Thursday. Somebody said died in a wreck. It said they died in a wreck. Haley?
People dying in a wreck, that could be the number of anybody anywhere.
Hey.
It happens all the time.
Somebody in your family passing in a wreck. I'm so sorry. Should have said, kill me. Pikeville.
Pikeville.
That was plain as day. Let me out. Just said let me out. I think that was meant for me. Haley again.
Wow, that name. Okay, for whatever reason, I'm doing my Stace thing. I'm getting a 4-wheeler. I'm getting. She wasn't riding. She wasn't driving. She was on the back of it, and I'm getting drinking. I mean, that's just the pictures I'm getting in my head.
Right.
Maybe my mind's just making this stuff up.
Well, it's in my mind now that you said it. I'm thinking it now too.
You know, and I didn't get that until it said the name of it.
None of them have gone home, she said.
You know, I have a lot of respect for people who really do have the gift of being a medium. I don't see how they do it. I guess they learn how to shut it down and, you know, so they can get some sleep and rest.
You learn how to keep things quiet is what you do.
Yeah, and spend time with their family and things like that. Because to me, those things are crucial. They're vital. So, I mean, as much as I spend time in the studio, etc., you know, your life can't be all about work. You know, you need a balance there, because if not, you know, you may get away with it for a while, but sooner or later, it's going to catch up with you. Trust me, I know. It damn near killed me at one point, and that was just a year or two ago. As much as I love what I do, sometimes you just got to get out and, you know, look at some trees and get some sun and spend some time with people you care about, because that's what's really important.
Right.
The people that you care about, you know, that's the most important thing, I think. And that's another reason why I do love what I do for a living, because the people I care about, they're a part of what I do for a living. So it's really, I never really thought about it like that. But yeah, that's a blessing. So, with that being said, I think that it was good tonight. Well, at least what you did was good tonight.
Thank you. Yeah.
I came up a little bit on the shy side, but it's like I said, there's 1,000 things that I got going on behind the scenes right now
Oh,
that
yeah.
we're trying to do to improve all that we're doing here. And we are going to be starting on episodes. Well, actually, you've already started writing the script, I think. You're part of it, which
I
is
pulled the files out on it and almost have it completely done.
yeah. So, hopefully at some point, Madonna said, I think they just charged a guy for having an underage girl on a four-wheeler that supplied them with alcohol and wrecked. Okay, that just gave me chills. That's like what is it? You call it validation?
Mm-hmm.
That could be validation. But I didn't get any of that until the name Haley came through, and I was like, boom. And I saw this
And
red
that came through
four-wheeler.
multiple times too. Multiple times I heard it.
I saw a red four-wheeler with like black fender things on it and
Yeah.
pretty little girl on the back. And then I just got like cans of like beer and bottles of like wine coolers or something. So I don't know. But, I just got the thought in my head, drinking. I was like, okay. So anyways, I don't know. But, yeah, that's just going by that first intuition thing that you talked about a while back. So, but anyways, we are looking forward to trying to tell a story that's a little different than what people are used to. When you look up Mamie Thurman on YouTube, and you guys can do this anytime you want to, the best ones that I have found yet were from these people called, and their handle on the YouTube channel is, I think it's Hillbilly Files. Couple country folk, Leo and Brittany, and country folk, by the way, that's not a derogatory term. That's a positive term. Really good people. And they turn loose some really cool content. And they actually go around and they show you some of the places that, that the places that are still standing anyways, that Mamie Thurman was known to have frequented in life, including the place where she lived, which is now, at one, when she was alive, she lived in an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment over a garage. And now in that place, there's a drive through of a bank. But still, Leo and Brett are really good about showing you those things. So check out that thing. Hillbilly Files is the name of it. But what I want to do is something entirely different than what's out there right now that I've seen so far. And that's go into her life and why she made the decisions that she made that put her on the path that she was on, that got her murdered. And I do think that there was, and this is just my opinion, but I think an innocent man was convicted over it. And guess where they sent him to? I know this will ring a bell with you, Stace. They sent him to Moundsville. And just a few years after, he wound up dying of stomach cancer. And people go, oh, why would they say? Well, he was black. And you got to think today, I think people have come far enough to know that skin color doesn't mean shit. Or at least it doesn't to me. It never has. But you got to think this was 1932. And it was Logan. And Logan wasn't the only place known for it, but the KKK ran rampant there. And they weren't the only place. There was other places right around here, right around the Appalachian Mountains, all over the place. But you got to think, and apparently he was known, or it had been alleged, that maybe it had an affair with him. A white woman and a black guy. Today, we look at that. I don't think twice about it. I don't care. I don't see skin color. I see people. But back then, it was a lot different. Not a little different. It was a lot different. And then, there were supposed to have been 15 others that she was having So I'm sitting there thinking, if that is true,
Right.
why?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've already talked to somebody, and I think this person will be more than willing to work, and she's working on her psychology degree. But there's a thing there when a woman doesn't have the proper or the right kind of attention from a male figure in her life, be it like a dad, then she will sometimes try to seek it out elsewhere. And that can lead to, a feeling of validation, a feeling of, maybe she was looking like, am I worth anything? Am I worth it? And some women try to find that through sex. Some do. I'm not saying everybody does that make her a whore? No, it doesn't. Not in my opinion. It makes her a human being. It makes her somebody that wanted to know that she wasn't here by mistake. Guys go about it in different ways. And then there's guys that go about it in that way. The bottom line is that we're all people.
Right.
And everybody wants to feel wanted. They want to feel needed. Like I said, growing up, I was lucky. I had a great dad. He and I had our run around sometimes. But when he quit drinking and smoking, which was some years before he died, he became my best friend. And I had a saint for a mom. She was just, woman worked her fingers to the bone. And she did the very best she could in every instance she could. And Stacia, I can say that about Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Lou was always, God, those cupcakes.
She's the best.
God, those cupcakes. And everything else she made for us. Lord have mercy. But yeah, I mean, it was
Christmas after Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Valentine's Day. Easter.
Yeah. I mean, it was people like our moms that made being a kid magic. It was magic.
Well said. Well said.
They made it magic. And neither one of them had like tons of money, but man, they sure gave out tons of love. Lou did, my mom, and my mom absolutely adored Stacia. Crazy about her. So it's it's that's what I miss about childhood. Being a kid and going to Sunday school. I mean, I can barely remember it, but I remember it. Remember the first bicycle I ever got, my granddad got me. It was yellow. First swing set, my dad bought me when he worked for a place. I guess that's Hager Hill. It's called Wells Machine Shop, Russell Wells. And then, of course, he worked in the mines like so many of our dads around here. He was a welder and did heavy equipment stuff, things like that. But yeah, and Mom was, and Lou was the same way. And I mean, they worked for everything they got.
Yeah.
And then they gave it up like it was absolutely nothing to make sure that we had what we wanted, what we needed. Yeah. But yeah, when it came time for ass whoopings, oh, I get it. If I had it coming. Dad he always justified, depending upon what it was, he was like, well, and, I never really got what he meant when he said, this hurts me worse than it does you, until I had my own kid. And then I understood pretty well then. And I know I'm not the only one out there watching this that can agree with that. I think just about everybody. It's, oh man. Lisa's backing that up. She said that Madonna was right. A Perry County man is facing a charge of murder related to an ATV crash that killed a 16-year-old girl. That could very well be what I was.
Oh gosh.
16 years old. That's a baby.
Baby.
That is a baby. When I was young, I used to want to be a cop. I'm glad I didn't. Don't get me wrong, I've got mad respect for him, but I couldn't handle it. I'd wind up in prison because I'd kill some bitch.
Me too.
I'd end them. Especially because I've done some ride-alongs with some troopers at Post 9, things like that. And the violence, part of it. But seeing those babies going hungry because mom and dad took the money for groceries and spent it on other things.
Yeah.
We're seeing these kids that are just completely neglected and do without. No. I mean, to this day, my kid's 24 years old, and all she's got to do is call and say, "Dad, I need Chimkin coin," which is her slang for money for a chicken sandwich. Chimkin coin. Got her own vocabulary, love her. But yeah, I'll send it to her or give her cat or whatever. It don't matter.
Me too.
She ain't going hungry. I'm not going to let anybody go. I won't, if I can help it, I won't let anybody go hungry, but there are some people I'm not letting eat at my table. But I'm not going to let them go hungry. So, I don't know. That's part of how I was raised. Because there's stories that my mom told me about her growing up that still kill me, still break my heart. Okay, dear. I suppose that we will call it a night. And we do thank everybody for being in the chat room tonight and everybody watching the show. And, I have noticed that, while the night of the show is live and we may not have a whole great big ton, that's okay. But within a few days after, those numbers jump up there well into the hundreds and sometimes 200 and 300 that people watch afterwards. So if you're one of those people, thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time. We really appreciate it. We do have a Patreon. If you'd like to support us there, we'd appreciate it. And again, a big thank you for Kayla, who sent a sizable donation last week. I guess it was Kayla Tanksley.
Baby.
Oh, she's a baby doll.
She is.
I love her and her little girl.
She's been with us forever.
And she promotes the daylights out of it too.
Mm-hmm.
But you can find the Patreon thing on chrisslone.media. And just kind of scroll down there and you'll see Patreon. You can do a one-time gift or you can do a whatever. But anyways, enough about that. We will be back next Thursday, and hopefully I'll have my act a little more together this week, though. It's been taxes. And yeah, and we're filing for Chris Slone LLC, a legal entity, its own thing. Chris Slone Media Production LLC. I don't know, whatever the hell it's called.
Now, Rita, love you.
Yeah. Love you bunches, Rita. Thank you for being here. So, there's been a lot going on and a lot going on too. And I would ask you guys to say a prayer for our Crystal's family. Just God knows all about it. Just say a prayer for her. Say a prayer for her family. God knows that they can need them or that they could use them. And say a prayer for all of us. Just like, I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I do remind you that if you feel like you just ain't got another day's fight in you by going that one more round, that's what makes all the difference. Do it. Do it. You're needed. You are needed. I need you. Stace needs you. We want you. We want you here, and your importance is untold. In other words, just because you don't feel it doesn't mean it ain't there. You are very important. So stay with us. Keep fighting. Because you're right there with the rest of us. You're not alone. Keep fighting. Keep going. And my dear, if you will stay on after the show credits, I need to talk to you about something very briefly. So as soon as the credits are over and the stream ends, I'll pop back on and you and I shall talk if that's okay, my love.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, on behalf of Stace and Lloyd, big smile on Lloyd's face. We love you all. We wish you a very good night. May God bless you and keep you. And as always, stay mysterious. Good night.
Good night, everybody.